It's Ty again. Here's some walls that I ran into personally when I first started developing. My case was it was really messy. I really had no idea what I was doing. I was I was groping around in a dark room that I just had no idea where anything was. We are all normal people and we all struggle through problems to find a solution, right? Um, so how do you actually get to started developing? So the first thing is kind of just learn the basics of a simple language and don't rush it. It really is key to being able to learn that language, use that language, and then take that knowledge and move it to other languages because really these concepts that are in each language are the core foundational concepts that are in each language are actually they've been unchanged since the birth of coding. So learn them. You'll find the solution and you'll actually learn a lot more that way. Now, when it comes to learning, right, we have this idea that we need to memorize a coding language like we need to memorize a speaking language, which is not true. Speaking is different. You need to memorize words, you need to memorize definitions. That's not how coding is. Coding is actually made up of lots of logical constructs that have not changed, like I said, since the beginning of coding. It's been the same for a very long time. Once you learn these concepts and you're able to apply them to multiple languages, um, and it will actually help you pick up on new languages much easier. So do proof of concepts also. Do proof of concepts as you're learning this language to give yourself the affirmation you need because there is such a thing as imposter syndrome, which a lot of developers struggle with. I still struggle to this day with what they call imposter syndrome. And what that means is basically you are doing all this coding and you're doing all these things, but you don't really feel like you're a true developer, whatever that means. But really, a true developer, like I said, we're just all normal people struggling through problems to find solutions. So don't let that stop you. Um, Also, I highly recommend, especially at first, restrain from asking questions right away when you get stuck. It doesn't really help you. What you want to do is struggle through the problem. For me, honestly, it was like a gut wrenching feeling to not ask a question at first. But this once I learned after about a year of developing to not really ask as many questions and struggle through a problem, I actually learned a lot more through that journey than I did ever asking a senior dev what to do at this point. And really, it all came down to those core concepts that I'm talking about. So as you learn a language, don't be afraid to get curious. Google, Google what a string is, why we use a string. Google an integer, see what an integer actually is, what its limits are. And do proof of concepts. You don't have to do it on every little thing, but maybe at first you do, and that's fine. That's how we all learn. To this day, when I hear of a new concept that I haven't heard of before, I actually do a proof of concept on that because I have no idea what it is. I can copy and paste code. I can memorize how I need to write these 5 lines, so I can just do it over and over. But when I run into an actual problem with that in some unique scenario, I have no idea what to do. So I do a proof of concept so I can understand the actual flow of this code and actually what it's doing. And then you can make better solutions than writing the same code over and over. But that's all I have for today. I hope this helps. This is, again, one of many videos that I hope that I can help some of you guys get started coding and developing. Go ahead, hit subscribe, give me comments, help me help you. That's what I'm here for. I would hate to have been one to go through this struggle myself and it take me a while to figure out what to do, and then to watch other people do that same thing, because I still run into that to this day. There's a lot of people who know how to do the same thing over and over, which is awesome. But to expound on that and to actually abstract that so that you can put that in multiple places and make it reusable that's a whole different thing. So, like I said, let me know what you think. I'd love to make more videos to meet your needs. So go ahead and put those needs in the comments as well. I'm here to help.